Tick TV. Enjoyment.
So we have always advised a lot of people, Moshe LNG Closet, say when it comes to marriage, you should always look beyond what you see. Mami ma LNG Closet as your phone na kwaba shonko and Fambra Tick TV and Friday another episode. Nana ya say wa mene counselor ye de eba besum sene abrani abrebi amekano ye shas yes anu weni boss wa no wa share video no e de ama wunu ebi no wa ka cho no so no so nhye e san say LNG Closet de ye futuo na ensema ekoso e wa amanfo a wawie mu ensema ekoso e wo amanfo relationship mu no mo de bedan ya na ya ba betina hanum se ya pensem mato adwen ni a solution ede man one of the interesting thing na LNG Closet and say nipo de na asem eba no we don't normally target that person alone ye biemu ema obi kra bia na ono so for the same situation ni mo anaso ono so the same problem ono no on to me envoy say out no. That is why I always advise you tell a friend to tell a friend to tell another friend say LNG Closet the fofra ba no wa share the amano na ono so etumi ehu de ekoso na enne ye bedi nkomo ende ye besua de some of the red signs are ye buyeni eguso or in the name of love. How do we react to your husbands and also your partners or family members? How do we interact with them? The way you building relationship from the scratch, you know, does it have any effect on us? And ye baby when ababa will be edna sema baba sumye ama nenayasa ama mekasa. America says sometimes there are a lot of red signs and also red flags be and say and near maybe wo no ma we your ba we your bema now ni obi etua na mo a do not look at eneno say enen na ye kwa ha say enen na ye say that no say na be we you try your possible best to look into the future. Talk to your partner about the future. Get some understandings and sana so beti ase awari obi a wati ase awari no because LNG Closet the other wasem ebanis ye kana ebe ye nko ade a there is no way I ebe to fu say consigning divorce and there is no way ebe catch us say go and divorce your partner because there are a lot of things that me kind of say wo hie obi no wo hu ye and you were okay with it, you never spoke about it, so why waboka kwa ye ho ade nyina no nyankopon abetina wawie ni mu no ansa na wo pray say obey divorce. I never so I mean say Bible no authority against a divorce because I think the only thing I bet to me is separation aba and say be ma bebo adwaman oba bebo adwaman but aside that no say ye adwaman cry we live in a society where say be ma fa na UHR we take it to be normal only if so ba eya and na enye normal. There are certain things be honoma we can mend it and then make both of you have a happy home, but aside that when you are in a relationship with someone mesero embu eni ngu red signs no talk about the future with the person, plan the future with the person ebeboa then you marry emboa wonso a na wasign me pa chonde counselor ejeni boatin aba be come inside e hanum sing me kona makai me story for today. Nana ya sewa I have a problem and I really need your help. My husband is still at his parents' house, a big house, and we have our apartment too. His parents normally come in without knocking. No matter what we are doing, they can enter at any time they want. The way he plays with his parents is hard to talk about it. His sisters are good, and I'm happy to meet such sisters. For his dad, I don't know. I just can't trust him. The way he looks at me, talks to me, and sometimes comes to the bedroom without knocking. I'm afraid I might lose my husband because of his family. His sisters, they like me because they are lazy and like my food. I have to come back from work and cook. It's not easy, but at times his sisters like me. I overlook and he doesn't want to move out because it's a huge house and he gets everything free. I don't know how to convince my husband. For the maid, his brothers have been sleeping with her, so she doesn't respect anyone. I suspect the father has also slept with her. She does anything freely, and the girls always fight her. but they can't just send her away. A lot is going on in that house, but nobody can talk. I planned to leave the house, but I didn't know how to convince the family. I think overwork more than the maid, and the sister doesn't do anything. I sometimes get tired and have body pain. Help me, please. How do I convince the family to move out so I don't overwork? I can't satisfy him sexually because of that too. And also I work too much, and then our sex life is so boring. Any suggestion for family members? Thank you. Ebusia, and na seminar makai na baba wabi ene dia baba so me na ne kasa nyina ne say oni ni kunu ene wo honom na oni ni kunu ete ebusia fie mu eye be ma ne maame ne papa fie san say fie ne sunti no ni kunu no wo hobi ono nso wo hobi omo san so wo maid ni kunu nuam be ma wo ho ni nuam ma ewo honom na efie na omuwo mu no akwese ewom se omo dan a omo dem but se maame ba dem ma maame mbokokoko papa ba dem ma papa mbokokoko enuanom ba dem ma enuanom mbokokoko enuanom nyina anya hwe omo sori omo didi na omada na one of the things are no ma ono oba no all complaining now sense of so free fie ho any saying okwa ejuma de bia I just saw no oba na pon abefie no oba be ye aduane de ama the whole family aside the no so no no na ye bibia e wo fie honom omo wo maid e wo fie honom na so maid na omo maid na nya hwe na ono oba na che so suggest say na say o watinka bi say eye papa no eye the father in law na sel be ma any maid no e wo bibia sanso ena ni kunu ni nuambe ma nso any maid no e wo bibiye na ono no sabe no pesanko ofri fie ho nanso onim kwan obefa so a obeka kire eye be ma na busuafo anase be ma ne se me pese me fifie ho ne ni kunu na kasa se anka ye mfri fie ho ba san se ni kunu ontu adan ka entu alize ontu water be onti no oka bia be ma no enti ase me pa cha wa wo hwe dwumedi obetumi edwa agenche ava comment section na se ede amamisa so na WhatsApp number na eda kasafoni ne ho nso obetumi edwa agenche afa honom ede amame yenko counselor on yema na kwabashon confirm by LNG Closet counselor
Tenana.
Pacho bibi aboko de.
Eradia dom me ho ye.
Ye de nyankopon ase. Last Wednesday nso ye hye mu hanum say ye twetwe nkomo epe solution. De ma baba wa say for the past 10 years. Obia ense ne peda. In fact we appreciate your submissions are. Yeah, de ba nyina I know she's working towards it tintin. Ye hwe nim say mre ekonenim na niema. Ebekoye counselor and then I ask our for media abaniu
obi bia person the products about any manufacturer niam atwa ehu ahia yisu nyina no obi ne bo ne trim potena se meye de aba na se wo de ba obi a wode bibia ba bonten bia no o botaye nti a wode ba bonten apart from botaye no o plan a yefa so yisu no sebio microphone aye kasamu wankase ye ntena so ne yemfa ntukwan e wo planner ye fa so di use no television a etwa ehu ahia ye wo kwan ye fa so use no the same thing. And when God was the institutor of marriage, who is God the Almighty, when he was about to create marriage, or the plans are what they go akwem say yem faso na yem ware. So one faso one ware na use wa dwene onyansa emwa. God stated the plan enipam faso ware ewo Genesis chapter 2 verse 24. Ehon no kan say wenti eno berima be jane na ho. But then ho afam na yire no mba nu aye honam kro. Yeah. When you go through that quotation, it gives us about 3 major points that we need to address if you want to marry. And these things must be done before you enter into the relationship, into the marriage. All these things must be discussed before you enter into the marriage. And according to the quotation, we have, this is, therefore shall a man leave his father and mother and cleave to his wife, and they both shall become one flesh. So in that quotation, we have two things: living, three things. We have living, we have cleaving, we have one flesh. And the ladies, the problem of the lady goes with the living.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So basically, if you want to marry, God expects us to leave our family, to leave our father and our mother, and go and start our own family.
Yeah.
And in the concept of living, we have about 4 major aspects that involves in what living. Okay. And as I was saying, these things must be discussed already with the husband before and sana. In living, we can live physically. God expects us to live physically. He also expects us to live emotionally, financially, and socially. Spiritually also is one of them that you need to live. It is a general concept, very, very important. If you neglect it, because any naturally therefore any pejuma, but obeso didi. What did I say? So if you want to live physically, we are talking about a place I want to know 40. So one son say ube free fie ho akope wan kasa wo dan ana say baby abet na enye advisable to live with your parents at the same house, because so what when wo maame no papa no tifie ho no a wo wadru mpanyim fie so person worry a wo yere ebo mo bra, but wa wo for that so consider you as their son. They consider you as their daughter. And most of the parents also want to take you as their children. They take you, the husband and the wife, as omuma. And when it happened that way, they can buy you food, they can even continue to buy you dresses, they can even continue to feed you and do a lot of things for you. And when somebody feeds you, he also suggests for you, he also give you more ideas to do a lot of things. When it happened that way, it means you are not more matured to carry on with your marriage ministry. That is what has happened to the guys in question now. So we advise to say, when you're about to marry, you need to have that you need to discuss these issues with your partner. Your making life. They find it difficult to leave their children to go and hire a room, to hire maybe an apartment somewhere and go and dwell in it with their family. And it's a very dangerous issue. Obi kura minimum papa bi kura na ni ono ye ne se ono kura ja na man ma omko han dan ekotra me waware wa ja na man ko ba na damfo ko hunu se ne ba na te single room baby bi ene oba be ka kire ne papa ne se na wo edan hin na wuni bi a wo ma ba ko tena sa single room we emu shishishi we. No, that is what the rule, the law no emra na nhihye nyame hihye fa aware ho etie. Say a man should live, so what so aware, no matter how wealthy your parents are, no matter how a mansion your father or your parents have built for you to live in, no, the instruction is leave your parents and go and start your own. Because a woman here where you're there and say you are coming to start a new family, ube wo ma wa ware yere ube wo ma na e man dachi efie na e omodia e ba eya wo de eniema fofo e ma wontumi mmobra but me sofo bi na kan wo say abrabo bebo nti no ahia abo ne ntem. Yeah, what I say. So this is the problem they are going through. And it's a big thing, but the solution why bet me then abom. By living physically, you should also have to live financially. Yeah. Yo, I will so okay. Omuna back on home. Omuna tell you and mumunye ebasa. I was having a friend, a pastor friend like that. Onon so na ni fie ne maame and papa wo fie kakraka. Ninu enu nyina omo ye mema 4 oba ba ko ba ni sa but mema no dodo omo nyina awie so tetete ba bi other area but be ono nko ano oba ye adwuma okrom ho to be ye adwuma okrom na chese so awofo no hu ni say nim guase say omo fie kese ho na omo be ko hand down abonten. That is what they think. But in the wisdom of God, that shouldn't be the case. Allow the kid, the child to go and start his own. No so shasem building it there. Na dachi or the man yere ne die ene nama. The annoying thing is say nearby ne say Emma so do yere ko tren fie ho no ma. Wo mu gye adwuma ni nyina ye den ebo oba ne so.
Yeah. So na wa ba wa.
Oh say efia eso no compound no so so. Wo be pra papa, wo sori an ko sori ntema untimi mpra nwie. Ansa na wakwa den wakwa adwuma. Nti wo here all the time you be late at work. Okay? And we don't advise say abranti a wasiso ewom se wawofo wo bi ewom se omo sika omo sidan kese, but we don't advise to stay with your wife and your children, your family in your parents house. They will take you as their children and omba soma ema wonyini ema wonko wonim da bia na wote de wote faako. So it's a big problem that they are going through. But however, yes, bibi eno I want to be there wuntumi yentumi mfase kanye yentumi ntwa yebetumi aka ho asem am na fenti yeda urade asese wotum dia bedan yen se yemmoa no. I hope say yenwie program no na yanya no pomasibre na atumi aboa no. Yeah.
Okay. Counselor, yen hwe in this side. Sisia no oba no, she wants to leave that place. But how is she going to convince the family members say I want to leave that side, because the husband is not ready, so be vacated from the house.
Enya busuanfo no na busuanfo som do mo nware oba no ena nema o ye no fie ho no bia no eyo monika onu aduane ma wo mo opre fie ho. He does a lot of things for them. The unfortunate thing is say also mo bo ewuro mo dem kro mo nwene ho. Because said dan na yo mo dia o mo bradia.
Even the mother-in-law, the father-in-law, or bad them so bad driver so bad shot or no kinu.
San if you be they are so free, or money free.
Oh, too bad.
And one thing I was to free for your time before, so that you get your privacy. Okay. Everybody needs his or her own word privacy. It's very, very important. Ebasa mawanin jiwu fie hono so enti enye obane na ebe ka kire maame ne papa ne say ana say ma no say ni nua ma no say me pese mitu omo ntwema. But you have to talk to your husband. Say Kofi ade ekoso ofia ha ebetumi gu ya ware, and therefore we need to leave. Eto bia ne be ma na be kan say miniska onisika apusika ne enko han na mo konko trem anya sa your marriage will collapse. Ebegu a na wani ma ho so na anyema nyina aye basa. But God doesn't also support this kind of vision. He has already told us, say, when we think we are matured enough to marry, we need to leave our homes. Enyamia some kind of bia ya ne nipa dwemi say agro na Bible AD. Asema ya kato home retention, but Bible is what is the manual of every human being. So ye Christian, so ye Christian is a manual. For one for a juma. It is help. Asema ya chire ya imfie bibire twam so it's so working and it's having impact on people's life at this time. It means it is the word of God. Enyame obo nu wiase ne numu asem. And he can't say anything to the parents. Eye ni kunu en won chene trans and can say Kofi ade na ekoso ofie ha enya nika.
Okay.
Me, I work too much.
Counselor, I say aside say nye ejuma na girl ne ye too much and ko ni problem.
Problem there or because number 2 on say any privacy. Also she dem one no mabawura ho. Sa no mo efie no mo te omo nyina ye free. Omo ye nuafo abusuafo na wo ma efie ho no mo no. Na omo wuro omo bra dem da bia. Ba me no kɔ ne ba ne dem. Nye wa ba ne ene ye beja e ba je dem.
But I feel senke na ne eja se be a moti panye dui. Oh, I was say mutumi so this time ne dem me ba na ware. Nti at least there are certain things bi ho no ma mu nya se obi na be kanya asasemi a chem so come on oba na ware nti no ma one ne wife you have to reason.
No, that is true. That is the right thing that they should have done. They should have matured to the level say you're banning the hour, and therefore we need to what? We need to give him his privacy so that he can work with his wife. But that shouldn't be the case. So far as or that's in banning naturally or that's believe say but now that's TMF and we have the right to enter into your room because if you don't see it, and then you don't see it, and you see your apartment, you must live with your wife. Even they even expect the guy to even go to go and hide something, some room and leave. But on not being if you're uncomfortable, they can also do anything with you. Yeah. So a runner or how kasimu now so me se on chine kunu no ntenase no kan kire ne se anase on fanto ne ferifo bi anim. See, this is the situation na ekoso. This is not marriage. Enya ware. Agronomudi. If they want the marriage to go far, they should have their own privacy. Naturally, even as a woman, as a male, a husband, as a wife, ye nipa ba ko nanso se me yo ba na we be ma no me wo me privacy. Yeah. I have to do one or two things of my own. Me free adwuma ba na pese me be da na man for ruru me dem rough. No. There are certain conversations it won't mean come secret bia. No.
And found to me satisfying the partner well in bed because more ya cry we am so be pieso. Yeah, be pieso. And it can happen. And we will have a concept in marriage called defiling your marriage bed. And young one say and it's very serious and dangerous. Therefore, it's very bad. It's very bad. But okana ntum bebrebe a obeguna ware no yes one day ni bufu obeka so pake no aye den wako but ebia ne yere no ni kunu openi kunu be man so epeni but be man mfa ne nansi from say the man is not matured.
Onya matured enough. Not matured enough because they are spoon feeding and na so tra ma me fie o tra papa fie wa wo fu fie a ade ba kwa ba ne say they will try to feed you. They will try to papa na be koso ase bi won nsem obekoso aye den aba akonhoma and the more na oba akonhoma no obi fidi wa or the way o ne ba odo ye na kwa what you say eti naturally we hear sika kra or so obetima ka so hear sika ya abram ho ne ba jibi obetima ka che ne yire oba na kra mpo se we hear sika how kunu de bra ye ma obi. And if you don't take time, papa be an onion, but you might take you ban craft for a ride. One day when you're careful, when in the house, which them what you're able and so many things, anything can happen. And it's very serious. Therefore, we advise all men, all guys to be more mature before you enter into a relationship. And a man so a man for fun, a big baby say, oh, me couldn't fear for with scar. Into after warrior, I'm not on what I want to do, not what the biba. Oh, Banu am able to feel okay. But the man worry about if you said there is a problem ankasa in the house. And this is not anything that people should embrace in your life. And you can't wouldn't me mo Emma when in J Obia pe so non quiet na de ni kru na yedi enkomo na share ideas. Now you do a lot of things. But when it happens this way, it's very alarming, very bad, very and send your can emfa or don't me kunu wusika na busu amfo wusika for granted. We would man abo say enye betesa. Yeah.
And as we are saying, the very first mistake she did because definitely we share be man asa fie na no. Until you should have spoken to him until after marriage, you know what are the plans? Then I'll say you should have let him know say you are not okay, you are not comfortable in staying in or family house and I say be wawufo fie. I'm sure Sesanka beginning or kasa over it and came for phone be this hard time but if you kept mute or muska bibia be okay ni ade na watwen wa worry do akofia and then today you complain
say won't ade ba ko say your situation be crowd do say awofo no you very good. They will not disturb you, they will give you privacy and stuff carry maturely Emma unya o sinu kunaye but the nam say wutifio no obeye adwuma more because you will not allow your in-laws to say onko no aduane you will feel bi won say nipa wo mu doso wonu aduane wo fufu a ade ma o wa hwe yi a wa na be say gina so aye de awo enye nne nyamia do beti woni na papa no kwase me mpefufu ayakoyam no machine just ye den just wo iti wa na me se wo fere awofo no wo fere wo manim nti wa wo so wugina so no ye den wo san ewo. It is a problem. It's a challenge a lot of people are going through. And your sister are going through those kind of problems. I have a friend like that.
Yeah. Now on him, she got married last year October.
Okay.
Or worry, you know. I was even telling her say, when you kununka na mani nkwotsena ne maame because oye mama ba that time efie wo honom maame ne nkwa na wo honom, so the mother didn't want ne ba no so leave. Lady ne benyem and then daddy, if I should tell you the misunderstanding between the woman and my friend, the fight here and there, they be a beman be fear juma baby na mama de complain and I ekoyen so beman to me ja ne you on nyem ho no akwhye ne mama dem sa be 11 something 12 something no aba tina from madam fu no kokan wan semende one mama ntokwa ewi eche ne ese so okona wufu ofie and then she has given birth but she is still in her father's house.
Onza emema titiri say epe o mama asempa it is all be warrior most of them ya na of man titiri wo problem maame phone titiri o mo problem kan so koye be ma ba ku bia when it that form na wo fie o show mo o show consent to them mostly if you want to leave ya na how mo adwen be pray now so it takes a bold step, it takes maturity, it take the wisdom of God say what be dey we dey free fie ho anya sa nyese u free fie no nche say wonu mo ayeden at team there be the word living in Hebrew word they call it azar. Azar means loosen. Just say tie nam wo mu no emu go kakra. Se ne be ya se bi ozu benya bre e de ahwe wo kunu. Wo de ahwe wo yere. Onwu sa anya sa ene maame no so oba no so ewo abusua se bi o mo so ye den. O mo so ewo bio. Now so nam se obarima be jane na ho ne no akofam na yire nti. Has come to join you and it's a serious issue. Emema bebre mo ni nya den. Ebebre ni nya den. And they want to carry on some responsibilities in marriage. And so far as sikawo ho mama kofi padada kwa adwuma no ayedai no de sika wato aduane aba ohunu enam wayi a no wato ebi ho na ntwinam wo akrante onya kusie bi a wato de aba and they think say it's okay. No, sabi oni pante woda se chena dada ni ho a wo mobra we are there, papa, mama, ebe free ho na aka wonko so we advise say we shouldn't make that mistake. I am from so na why no. I am from so I shouldn't do that. Na erano me suma no. But I hope say ebetimi afa bibia be ye kama. Ya otie yen na otie yen sama ye kan. I hope say ebetimi aboa no. E problem a wo fam na so wo be ne dey aba. Yeah.
Counselor where they would see Obano in the presentation as a Samuel the Babontian, you would realize say Nanon so end that. For her to go the extra mile and say, I feel my father-in-law is even sleeping with the maid, my husband's brothers are sleeping with the maid. I want us to let her know that is none of her business. Yeah. She is in the house because of her husband. Yeah. She should think of how nikunu or ninikunu bekasa or mube free fear ho. Whoever is sleeping with whoever is none of your business. For all you know, ebi ana enye yenkwa na ebi waka ebi ana wakoka wa abontin. Ye frɛ usisia wo mpenifo anim say ye know where you met your father-in-law having an affair with the maid or where you met your brother-in-law having an affair with the maid. You wouldn't be able to say it.
Am I no cry but why you juma man afron made na we juma so ko ye boa no made no boa no made no no say as we can family members no oh o made there wasn't card aduane sija so wo twan na ma wo free and no na be ye made no if the juma ba no de aduane be sija so you don't care ebasa na ato akasa onza
na come me say akasa be ho no if you are not careful
it's true
it's true something
it's true but no crash also to me kana no to bebre but say wono so no wo hwe fie ho no mu a obi to me and we
be a do
pay
given her whatever they like.
Yeah, the opportunities on so bit me express it. But I hope say because of so they be in tina, the man in some way dentina or they no keke kan but I don't think say is going out to explain the family. But it's abusuafo no so ma me ne papa nso so omunye omunya omumammo munware.
Oh,
we say nyame aye madom atom nsem na nso munya omumware no mommo bra. Even say yemfa ne say efie hompo uobi and a person obo bana one kasa go and hire an apartment for them somewhere.
Yes.
No munye de enkotrem. Then however once a while you go and visit them. That one would be better than say what if you anya sadia and any new man say they can't learn anything from the home. Almost that one they have
can't even do anything. And then they
like
their sister-in-law because only mediane
oboma womo nye say aduane onim ye o yema omunye bie omunya kwadwo omunye bi omuza the wasn't komo ye no sister no begine ma ye ayama womo. It may happen said a lot of things cry sister no may be a hard working lady or ye den oboa womo kwan bebre so be komo piska kro betima momu bi. There are some ladies they are very good, they just want to embrace any part of any department of my husband's life. We be come up mama me kran bra bo hu bia I want to love them but no, somebody would take that your leniency need to be your something for you. So it's a very bad incident. I see a lady in a problem, but a member fan to a month for once one warrior to boss and rush it. If you want to cry, the other aspect of crying say, Bibia and commodity bia any person should be an catching papa.
Yeah.
Emotionally asema wasi me ni wunya asema obo nu akotena fiche na wosu nana papa bis ni mama bisa say adai no aka nsem ni nyina a che no awusa eti they also would do another thing against the lady and it's very bad spiritually too. You need to live bi on mo minim me brother bi o worry ne yire no ene ne maame o mabusua no mo wo o mo kọ asore. But they also have a spiritual father somewhere, another spiritual father. Busumi they give the man some tithe, some portion of the salary. But I'm worried, and the lady wanted to do the same thing, and my brother wasn't happy about that because you can't do that. You're quite sorry. You can also take some portion of your money and give it to somebody somewhere. No, say what worry. So they came to me and advised. I told them that no, we don't do it that way. It is part of living. That is why when you are about to marry, you leave even your marriage, your church, and come and join your partner. Okay, and area na mutino. Sorry, and then mama sorry the same thing, and move faith in the same thing. Then you go to that particular church. And chinchina say, so spiritually, you need to also leave the home and come and join to your partner and move forward. So you can a problem, but you go so no more doing common and I said, even a waste of money. The two of you should work together and move forward. So living is one of the major. Phobia, you can't leave them.
Yeah.
And your boyfriend, girlfriend, or a particular friend, the pa, or to me, Nana Chidi, or the dinner friends over Jawai. Marriage, according to the concept of living, we want you to leave all of them. Some people they are very glued to a particular hobby. Say, yeah, Bob, say, one fan was an that. Damn, pass a war. Nasi yese kotokofo ball obeja akọ sisi akọ fe ball no onza and when you get to that point you are not all that matured to marry. Yeah, in the concept of living, God specifically said it in his word, say leave. This is for this a man shall leave his father and mother, and that living is not the father alone, it's all in bodies of your life. There are certain things you need to leave so that it will help you to make your marriage work. Yeah.
Counselor, for me, I am suggesting Sanka or Banso or because one of them are still now. Tianko no so and free fienko ne ma memohonum kakra because she's stressed. Juma wo fie body pains ni ade ntino. Ono so enye better ma no.
Na mama say enye eno nye solution o. Men kind of excuse me to say that, because opeso also move free totally no moko. Oko trauma me fi aso obesan ba. Ompe any backbone bia ne papa no fere phobi. Omusa no fan to nanim say this is the situation I'm going through. So I'm ready, even have money here. We want us to go and hire a room, apartment. So papa no is because we don't have our privacy. It's not helping us. You didn't come bia and who here as a husband and wife will be aba into the next point, on kind of problems in your day, and papa no. We call them the backboners. Or more you are no made or tertiary. And now say, Papa may have the ferry phobia, Bermano may have the ferry phobia. On one got 2 monim, no one can hound some. Said this should be the situation, and I hope it will help us. See if you on my bobo. But so so you go for some time, you will come back again, and the problem will still be there. Are you getting me? So the issue is they have to leave the place and have their own. No one shall say someone so crab build oh dear. O papa will be, o mammy will be a man a kafie, beman kafie. Yeah. O ya kainia. Man a kafie, or mobile one or my day, abe fefio. Oh dear, you are not part of it because o man in free. So you have to leave and go and get your wife's own, your own for your children. So that you're sending your day and your ya. That you become once a japa chirima, a japadiama day in chirima. I just say, and Yami Papa Japadian and me Jama. O my only man come was an or Monchama or da. Maka just madame for no dear Gwem, a baby drop, be simple penny. So I jump on and Nick into own sum. No one bomb bra. I hope say ever bomb. Somebody is going through the same problem, and we advise you that this is very dangerous to live in your what? In your parents' house. No matter how well they are to do, they can do something for you. Yeah. Remember baby penny my for therefore abrabo no ye dende na so found nesi from na ye wo de kakra bi 2 rooms kra na abenya na abesi e no ye no ma atrema is better that chen kwara no bombe san beto so me camera bi ni lo dibisha o se ne papa free mu e no mokoye yie o hwe din se ya papa what ko ndo onya sase kra nto na nka wa insisu dan kra nka ye pen kayen ibetimi akosi dan ne bi na nka yan ye atem enne obeji broni so asase enye beta obakruma so ache you spent over 40-50 years what be an osida what tenkrofo fie sa o ya no otu akotra ya no otu akotra ya to la so kwa no te do fie ehunza enye papa ehunza so sad so mema ya me eninya den abrabo nye beta but umwoni ye dina you can make it in life ni hiansa wa adwen papa na wa koma pa you can make it oba no so is serious if you want to get up obeboa am yakwa because on dey adwen na ba I say
counselor let's talk about this and sanem say yemre no akabe 5 minutes bi say oba no say na yes suggest stand ko oba no kope ne fawini bi be ma ne fawifo na nko ne omo ntwetwe nkomo na omo whilst the father-in-law the mother-in-law is in the house omo nya we say efie no omo timu no enye oba no ede no. Won't that create a lot of problems? Because their mother-in-laws, they are very toxic. Saying, you know, unu ukunuti and say, when in India, and into the one by Yamanena, Ukokacho before for our bunting.
Till situation of your no. Onun to me cocanjere, maminu. And it's so easy to go and tell Papa and say, if your papa work on any more drew, I often will make life. It is not easy to approach them. Say, Abaka send you first cabaret. Are you getting me? I was here chini town near Chen Sanya Maya Yesuin. Say, it is right to leave the family, to leave your family and go and start your own. It was a Penubian and Mudu counselor to teach us as we are discussing. Now on sharing the good things and the bad side of what is going through the situation. And yes, sir, Papa, dear, or no dear, but maybe I don't know. Papa, beyond on about. Yes, sit down, see, me say, well, me cannot make church and me can say, a trip, a young ya, a how we put some baby feel got baby before.
Because they feel say, fear, no,
every crime make us on I own, we are Bama penny, when also if you that's what they will be saying. But that is not what God has to say. No, if you do that, wow. Because the lady has a problem. Has a problem that you need to help her. Yeah.
Okay, counselor, I am running to know final words any a futu a what the man memo ya catching a foodie pills at you know very well say as a man you have to stand as a man. Now corporate one boy you're in a modachi. But yeah, here lies the case that you are still in your father's house and Obanaka bibia. Let's advise men who are also doing same thing, living in their parents' house.
And is Yadika can say Nyankopon asem eye no kore. Se when ni so na wa so be ye nya wo pa la show e bebu abom. Nyame ntwantro ono no bu nipa. Ono na ebetime hu ne ebesi about 10 years time e wo abrabom. Wo de wo ni to me bia, wo ni nimde. You don't have that revelation to happen. Say betime asi. Eti oba man so mema yetu mema fo no. Wo ni be ma bi hia. Sa ne ma nya wo se mtimi de mo ka ho asem.
Yeah.
Se ehin na ye be ware ye betena. Oh, na se me papa fie wo ho ba bia meti se ho nye boni bia. Mananti ase say no. We don't marry and stay in our parents' what house. No matter how our daddy or our mommy, our parents have what got to. We need to get our own so that we need den. A person on bed, and also can be what be visiting them. And yes, sir, you will be your father's what Messiah syndrome. Your father will be your Messiah syndrome. Bibia was on there, also Benjo. Bibia was on a bebo. Yes, emfa asumdebia enye de emma. And you go through senia ewure so de eko ohawa okomi. Eti ya futuo ma yenyina se daache peso warrior wenin mrafom na se wonso warrior na adwen so awofo wo bi enti won bebo wa forget about it. Na wankasa duru bra betumi ahwo ho. Betumi abo ukunu, betumi abo wo yere ene wo ma ahwe wo fie ansa na wo de wa hyase. Ebi kra bo ho no mo be wa no dem ne to mo papa no mo se eso se papa be ma misika sei e de ayesei. Wa manu a woni awofo na woni abusuana ya aka. No, wona so be ware.
Ohunso ya
ka ko ware. Yeah. So
marriage is for kids.
So it's not for kids, it's for matured people. Until Paul catch the Timothy say mobi mu abranta ye ne de akuma da.
The maturity too is not, we are not talking about age.
No age. We are talking about adwinimu. Mobi mu abranta ye ne akuma ye agidifo mfeso e wo kasam. Gidiem abrabomu kasa abrabomu ahotiemu mayu say we ye den wa na wo hwe wa na abobra. I hope said that betumi awie ye ahye Nyankopon den enonyam. Yeah.
Okay, counselor, I will medal was saying then so. And I asked our metome say for you become one then so. Yape solution at the amobi but your monso amo join your life. Monsun jakesi and I made mama in na session come and I made mama but your similar situation maybe up say will share bet to me. Eddie send them a WhatsApp and I say we are to me actual cry or comment section. I say Eddie I'm a sorry to one of the advice I mean the man so they say we your ban west so na we share be man on in the kwako warrior wo me say busu ebu on ma warrior na ya na emu odinti obi ba wa kwema ngwase asem bia se bi nipa ne be ka bia na say bad character bia nipa ne be pochie bia sansa warrior any fear na say sansa warrior ye din e wo fie ntino you keep mute and then you go into it afi be kwa korem be kwa wie no now within 2 months 3 months na fi there you have regretted yes marriage there dey ntino when you are going into marriage let's not think so much about where they know what adia me share the bridesmaids I'll pick. Let's look for the vital information the embassy baby. Vital information ebe boaye nipa na ye ni to anamo no ye wari adan na opese ye na wabusua would you want your family to visit us how many times like your communications be ho no ma before answer na abe wari no. You should try your best and then get to know. Sir, what is your favorite food? And what is your favorite color? Sweetheart, trust me. You get to know his favorite food. You get to know his favorite color. But beginning, those things are not necessary. people would even meet someone and then forget class say and I love him. Unim nipano nim ne sickle cell, unim nipano blood group. Ebi cry now we stay 5-7 years after be ready to go worry mu. Nebia or your career na say bia we your career na ntumi mbo. Now we waste this whole 7 years. Obo hono mo bebu na ni egu so say o me worry. After go worry na afi o man keto aba ba wu omo no. Woman na do omo ba beto ha. So please, if you're a lady watching this, if you're a man watching this, when you meet someone, ask of the vital questions. Ask vital questions. Questions are a bit to me aboa with dachi. Questions are a bit to me aboa dachi. I guess you know what I am talking about. You know, when you're the miyankasa metina, say I met you meet someone, just get to know the person very well. And sana wa worry. Marriage is not for kids. Marriage is for the matured people. When we talk about the matured people, we are not talking about obi already 40 years. Or already 40 years, we did 45, we did 50 years. But said you're matured, and you'll be all gray hair, be out on the chest, nipano, mature. So please, let's stay safe. Let's look, taking yourself very serious. Let's see, say there is a lot to life rather than what we are seeing now. Na ye mo ye homodin na anamo oba ne be ma bi etu anasa ya warrior no ye be ni ye ho be kasa. Communication is one thing that is very important in marriage. Communication is one thing that is very important in relationship. Unu obi e warrior kai, unu say counselor kan o kan say si anama be ye ho number ako. Enti se abaye ho number akona meka bibi na se wonde wan fa wadwen amame a ho number akona ne ye nyan ye sense bibi bie ne ho no meka utie. So let's try our possible best and then communicate with our partners. I think say at the end no our we no e be de sa so na mpena training so emu be de but also wo how ne amane biara apesa woni LNG closet woni ye share ne ye solution ma wa number no ene da kasafoni ne 0557036109 ofra na ya sa wo me agasa megibre na me no atwetwe enkomo ye ko weekend die send ya abre ni abre bia me can you stay safe, you become very careful, don't trust anybody. Unu minsu amen kom man be just throw it away. Nsuo ne bonye then you buy new one and then nipa bebre aba yina no ye no sere kwa adwen papa bia eni omutirim te mehwe se obeye very careful se be ya nyame aduma Monday na ya sawa me betena hanom se amesan so eni wo edi ehia na ya hwe LNG closet. Continue sharing this video to a lot of people. Nyame aduma Monday ye be di ehia makramo.
Amafwe Kumasi Online TV Production yaba ne de ne yaba ye de equipment ekukudam ana ye de aba se eye camera de enam wiem de nam fom de enam ensuom ni nyina ye wo bi e wo honom a TV production yabo ya huye pa se wo ye dwumadie bi etese wedding eye engagement and sorry ana schools se wo ye seminar bi na pese betwa ko all the social media networks and so e de amaw ye ni ntotonsa na fre eye Kumasi Online TV Production for na yamra na ye dwumadie ne Kama fe a ebo no eda from pa the production so the sound quality video quality ni nyina e wo soro wo pese wo hu ba bia wa ye wo Kumasi eyetia media opposite one ma ana se to nsa ne frɛ wa homa trufo so 0550623377 Kumasi Online TV Production ye demu fua e wo Kumasi kodua mu.
Tick TV. Enjoyment.
So